Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Muhammad Susni. My metric number is 190T20F2031. So today I will go and present for case study for subject Open Source Server Administration. Okay, now I will read the situation. So Hakim, Systems Administrator, and Haziq, Network Engineer for the Pahang Division, has a challenge on his hands. Their office, now located at Marina Bay, is moving to a new site and needs a complete server room to be planned and installed. He is thinking of calling on your team to create a new server room. You and your team need to provide a solution to set up a new server room. Okay, for question A, design layout for server room with size 5 times 5 meter with important component. Proper setup complete server with price 50,000 ringgit. So this is the example of answer for question A. Okay, here is a general design for a server room that is 5 times 5 meter in size. So raised flooring, the raised flooring should be at least 45 cm height to handle cabling, cooling and power requirements. Second, cooling system. A unique cooling system is necessary to keep the server room at the appropriate temperature. Installing a computer room air conditioning unit or a precision air cooling system is an option. So third, the server room's equipment including the servers depend on PDU, often referred to as power distribution unit, to get energy. Administrators should set up 2 PDUs, one on each side of the server room to ensure redundancy and prevent downtime in the case of a power loss. Okay, next, fire suppression system to safeguard the server and other equipment in the case of a fire. A fire suppression system is necessary. A clean agent system that doesn't require water or a gas-based suppression system can both be installed. Next, server racks to store and organize networking and server hardware. Server racks are required. Open frame racks, closed cabinet, and wall-mounted racks are just a few of the several types of server racks that are offered. Okay, next, uninterruptible power supply or UPS. A UPS is necessary to provide backup power to the server and other equipment in the case of a power loss. User could install a UPS with adequate power to allow the server ample time to shut down correctly. Okay, the last one is networking hardware such as switch, router, and firewalls is needed to connect the server and other equipment in the server room to the outside world. Okay, next for question B, explain 5 ways to enhance environmental, cool and dry, and physical security to server room. So the first one, remove source of vibration and motions. So the description is walking or the surrounding can produce vibrations which over time can loosen connection and harm spinning hard drives. If there are any issues, a vibration sensor can let you know, and if there is frequently passing traffic, you might want to think using anti-vibration racks. So second, keep humidity and moisture at bay. So keep your server room dry since moisture might cause hardware failure. A dehumidifier from Andrews can eliminate any potential for unseen water build-up inside of your equipment. which is simple to overlook and can cause a system to crash without prior notice. Okay, third, protecting your server room from environmental threats. So the environment must be kept at the proper temperature, dry and free from any natural catastrophes that might harm the equipment. Use these 5 suggestions to prevent environmental concerns. So fourth, maintain a constant temperature. Don't underestimate your server room cooling requirements, especially if you are cramming a lot of computer hardware into a tiny area. Find out what each piece of equipment's optimal working range is and keep your server room firmly inside it. So the last one is intentional distraction. You can get into a situation when a worker, a client, or a rival wants to physical damage equipment for whatever motive. Invest in top-notch access control and security to avoid this, and frequently audit who has access to your server room. It is not uncommon for an angry or irate employee to physically damage equipment as a form of expressions, even when the risk of criminal damage is low. Okay, now for the last question, that is question C. Explain 5 ways to protecting data in computer server from harmful programs, hard drive failures, virus attack, equipment failure, or other catastrophe. So the first one is hardware failure. Consider the life cycle of your gear. Establish schedule for replacing various components every few years based on manufacturer guidelines to minimize unexpected failures. So second one is software failure. Ensure that data backups are used to secure the whole organization data. Application that store data locally on unprotected endpoints or away from the network are asking for trouble in the case of a software malfunction. The third one is malicious deletion. To detect any unexpected substantial file change or deletions, use superior backup methods like Auto Rapid Rollback. Because of this, just the affected file may be quickly restored without the need to entirely remesh the system. Okay, fourth, ransomware, viruses, and other malware. Use antivirus and anti-malware software designed for enterprises, and make sure that it is all automatically and regularly updated. So the last one is migration error. Always make a backup of your data before migrating it, especially if you are moving a lot of it. This should be a fresh backup that is done only once and is not part of the usual backup routine. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.